you thinking about joining the Frontier Go Wild Pass? Well, I did, and here's my review. Alright guys, so here are your three options. So you have the annual pass, you have the monthly pass, and then you have the summer pass. So the annual pass is $5.99 as you can see. The monthly pass is $149 if you add the $50.99 enrollment fee. Now here's the thing is that every month you're gonna pay that enrollment fee. So it's always gonna be $149, it's not $50. So it's up to you guys if you see that as a good option for you. Summer pass is $499. So it's $100 cheaper than the annual pass, but you do lose almost about, I would say like 9-10 months because it expires way sooner than the annual pass for $100 cheaper. If you want to do the monthly pass to try it out, you have that option. The monthly pass, if you pay $149, it's gonna renew 30 days from the day you do it. Now here's the thing though, is that when you book these flights, they have to be a day before departure, which means that let's say you want to leave on May 20th, you have to pretty much book it on May 19th for May 20th in order to get the discount. So that's the only thing that I could say that is pretty negative about it, but everything else works out great. I didn't catch on to what was going on until after I spoke to customer service, because as soon as I bought it, I tried to book a flight and it was grayed out. So I was like, hey, I paid for this service, why is it grayed out? And they're like, oh sir, you can only book it a day before departure, and on top of that, the day is actually blacked out. So there are blackout days that you can't book. Now they're not saying you can't book them ahead of time, but let's say May 20th is a blackout day, and you're trying to leave them on May 21st. If you try to go online on May 20th, it's not gonna let you. So you could do same day departure and next day departure, but anything after that is gonna be grayed out, and you're gonna have to pay regular price basically. That's the only thing that I saw that wasn't as great, but I found some workarounds for you guys that helped me, once I had a membership. So looking at this flight would have been $585 or $535 depending on which one you selected. With the Go Wild Pass, it's $25, which is actually just the taxes. You pay a cent for the airfare. So you're paying just the taxes for this flight, which would have been $585. So that's a savings of $550. If you look at it that way. But the main reason why is because it's a last minute flight, so last minute flights are always the most expensive, but in this situation it actually works in your favor, because those are the flights that you're able to book at a discounted price with the Go Wild Pass. So if you look at this flight, it was a direct flight, and there you see the 1 cent airfare and then the $15 for taxes. So if you're on a short direct flight, it's actually cheaper than the 25. But if you're like on connecting flights, then it's a little bit more expensive. I'm not sure why, but that's the way it works. A good thing that I found is that if you have a membership and you see 22-hour delayed flights, Denver, New York, and LAX, those are major airports, and those actually have more flights going in and out. So you can probably find a better flight if you fly to those directly. So I chose to fly to Denver because I was trying to return home, within a 5-hour time frame, which I was able to find a flight going out of Denver back to where I flew out of, for a much better time, because I was seeing flights with 22-hour delays. So if you start seeing that as your only option, try to find other options of flying around to a better airport option so that you can have a better time, because Frontier is the biggest airline, so they have the most airplanes, which that's word I got from a pilot. A pilot told me that Frontier was the biggest airline, so that's why they're capable of doing this. That's the only reason why no other airline is offering this service. They have so many flights that they're just giving out these last minute flights to you guys as an option. So that's the only thing, is they have to be a last minute day before departure flights. but it worked out in my favor for the most part. You know, I do fly in and out often for stuff I do, you know, throughout the country. So this was definitely beneficial to me. So once again, if you have a 22-hour, even 2-day delay or overlay, whatever it's called, this is a workaround. It's flying to Denver or flying to a major airport and finding a better time to fly back to where you're coming from. Because they're smaller airports, they're not going to have many options, and you're going to have 2-day delays if they don't have a good option for you. Okay. So that's the only thing that I was able to figure out for you guys. Hopefully this video was beneficial to you and helps you make your decision. I don't regret mine. I've already pretty much made my money back. So if this is something you guys want to do, you know, here's a good video to look at and figure out if you want to pursue it. And if you're a traveler like me, then you need it. Okay guys, have a good day.